Plato named courage, which he called fortitude, as one of the four cardinal virtues. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the ability to do something that frightens one. Ernest Hemingway, in a personal letter to the novelist F. Scott Fitzgerald, called it grace under pressure. To be precise, Hemingway didn't use the word courage. Dorothy Parker, who profiled Hemingway for The New Yorker, assumed he was referring to courage with that phrase. When Apple launched an iPhone without a headphone jack, Apple's marketing chief described the choice as the courage to do something new. How do we pin down the meaning of a word that is both a cardinal virtue and marketing speak? So, what is courage? To answer this question, a group of researchers from 4 universities, Yale, Penn State, the US Air Force Academy, and Tufts, had an idea. They crafted 33 short stories featuring protagonists who were faced with a decision entailing different levels of risk and reward. Then, they asked regular people to read the stories and decide when the protagonists had shown courage. The researchers found that nearly everyone polled considered the protagonists to be courageous when 3 factors were present. The person was motivated by a worthy, often noble, purpose. This could be saving someone, standing up to injustice, or just following through with a personal challenge. There was personal risk involved. They could have been hurt by their actions or lost their social standing. Their actions were voluntary. They made a choice and took responsibility for it, no matter what. The researchers made a second observation that is equally illuminating. Courage is an exceptional response to specific external conditions. It is not something you have or don't have. It is not a fixed trait. Courage is how you behave in a certain situation. All of us can act with courage when we need to. So, what is courage is not even the right question. A far more useful inquiry is, when is courage? What are the circumstances that make courage happen? And how can you create those circumstances in your own life? Before I answer those questions, here is one more. Aren't there differences between courageous acts, regardless of when they happen? You may be thinking that the courage to begin working on a new idea or change careers is not the same courage that's required to leap into the waves to save a drowning child. We tend to associate courage with big, momentous acts. And momentous acts do require courage, but so do the small acts of courage that we face on a daily basis.